This video is meant to provide an overview of the Scratch coding platform. I encourage you to join Scratch and create a sign-in or user ID. I'm going to sign in with mine. It immediately brings me to another page. I have a teacher account where I can see my classes, educator resources, and FAQs. We're going to create, so hit the create button on the top left. Takes a couple moments to actually load your new project, and it'll start brand new. As you can see, it's all blank inside here, and the only thing you have is one character showing up, which is your cat. And they call their characters sprites. The details of the characters are located here, size and direction. And notice they have X and Y values. And that's because behind this is a Cartesian plane. And that links very nicely here to the motion blocks. So motion blocks are in blue. And each block is color-coded. And the motion, again, is blue if I wanted to move. And I can go to a particular X and Y location. And there's also turning in certain degrees. So, and that all aligns to that Cartesian plane. Now, my character, again, defaults to a cat. If I wanted to change that character, I could click on the magnifying glass, or I could upload my own or edit it. I'm going to check characters that exist. If I hover over different characters, I can see some move and some do not. If you want to animate your character, then it is important that they have different options, what they call different costumes. And so Anina is a dance character. If I look at her costumes, which is the tab on the left, I can see she has several different costumes here. And that allow me to animate her very nicely. So the backdrop right now is white, and I have that cat. So maybe I'll delete sprite 1 right now. But it's a white background right now. If I want to choose a background, I can go in here, upload again. But let's choose a background. And these are all based on different themes. As she's dancing, maybe we want to choose music and maybe a spotlight for her to dance. Now, the character is very big, so I may want to reduce the size of this character to maybe fit in the background. So I put it to 50. And maybe I want her to move 10 steps. So I go under motion. And I want her to say hello and for 2 seconds. So any of the looks are here. So that's, it won't say it out loud. This is just a bubble. I can switch her costume. So her different dance moves. And I'm going to pull 2 different ones and I'm going to switch them so they're not the same. But you notice I left a gap in between. And that's because typically I'm going to go into now control. So I'm going to drop down a few and go into control because I want to wait. So different things like waiting and repeat. So if I want to repeat this whole thing, then I could bring this repeat button over here. So control includes wait, repeat, and if then options. And we'll get to that in a more advanced tutorial. Going back up to sound, sound is specific to your characters. So for hers, she likes dance music. So let's see what happens now if I click on this. So she's moving and she's animating now. So that's a great thing, but I had to click on this code to actually get it to go. And that's the last feature I want to show you here for this video is events. So in order to get this code to happen, we need some sort of start condition, how to get the code to start. So for this, I could have the space bar when that's pressed, that option here. But for now, we'll hit when the flag is pressed, because you'll see there's a flag right here. So now when the flag is pressed, wow, she's now moving, dancing across the screen. So I encourage you to try out these different options. Now, in order to save this project, there's a title at the top. You can change that title. You could share this option. There's also different languages here and tutorials to check out more. Finally, the project page where you can give instructions on how to actually execute your code when you share it. So try and play different codes.